The Season 1 finale of Invincible is unforgettable. On the surface, it's a brutal superhero showdown, but underneath the punches and destruction, it's a story about love, meaning, and the battle between two worldviews, one rooted in power and the other in relationship. We finally see Omni-Man, Mark's father Nolan, for who he really is. Not Earth's protector, but its conqueror. His mission was never about saving lives. It was about preparing Earth for the Viltrum Empire. When Mark refuses to submit, the fight turns vicious. Buildings collapse, trains are ripped apart, and countless lives are lost. The pain in this battle isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. This is a father forcing his son to abandon humanity, to embrace a worldview where only the strong matter. At Mark's lowest point, broken and bloodied, Omni-Man leans in and asks, "What will you have after 500 years?" For Nolan, that's the ultimate question. He sees humanity as fragile, fleeting, here today, gone tomorrow. To him, love, family, and friendship are temporary illusions. The only thing worth holding on to is empire, strength, and survival. It's the same question many of us wrestle with in different ways. What's the point? What lasts? Mark's reply is stunning in its simplicity. "I'd still have you, Dad." In that moment, Mark reveals his heart. He's not motivated by power, by survival, or by legacy. What matters most to him is love, relationship, even for a father who is literally trying to kill him. That's where the scene mirrors the teachings of Jesus Christ. In the Gospel of Mark, chapter 8, verse 36, Jesus asks, "For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul?" Omni-Man embodies that mindset of gaining the world, conquest, dominance, a future secured by strength. But Mark's response points to the soul, to love, to something eternal. Jesus also said in the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 13, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends." Mark embodies that kind of love. Even as his life is slipping away, he chooses to fight, not out of hatred, but out of love for humanity. And yes, even for his Father. And this is the very heart of the gospel. That Christ laid down his life for us, not because we deserved it, but because love values people over power. This is why the scene hits so hard. It's not just punches and blood. It's two kingdoms colliding. The Viltrumite way, strength, domination, survival at all costs. And the kingdom of God, love, sacrifice, and eternal relationship. Nolan can't understand why Mark refuses to abandon humanity, but that's because love looks foolish to the world. As 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25 says, "The foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men." Mark's so-called weakness, his love, his compassion, was actually his greatest strength. And notice what breaks Omni-Man's resolve. It isn't Mark landing a stronger punch or shouting back in anger. It's that quiet, almost naive declaration, "I'd still have you, Dad." Love pierced through a hardened heart. Nolan, the unstoppable warrior, was stopped, not by power, but by compassion. He couldn't finish the fight. So here's the question for us. When the world tells us to live for success, power, or empire, what will we have in 500 years? The Bible gives the answer in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13, stating, "So now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, but the greatest of these is love." Love is what lasts. Love is what echoes into eternity. And love is what Christ calls us to embody, even when it can cost us everything. Mark's stand against his father reminds us of this truth. The world may exalt power, but in the end, it's love that changes hearts, love that endures, and love that reflects Christ most clearly.